Happy video day, guys. So today's video we're going to be doing a monthly favorite. So I don't usually do this monthly. Just do it like often as I can, just because I'm not constantly like switching out my makeup. Like I do try new things constantly, but if I really love something, I literally will use it over and over and over and over again. So I just wait until I've had enough like new things that I really thought are really great to let you guys know about. And I do. I have a few cool products here that I really think are worth you guys really looking into. And then I have a few products here that I'm like, I don't know. They're not my favorite, so I just want to throw them out there too to you guys to just let you guys know what happened and why I didn't like them. So let's go ahead and let's get into my July favorites and probably a few months before that too. To tell you guys about is the Dior Backstage foundation. I do really like this foundation a lot, guys. It is a more natural foundation. I wear this like as an everyday type of foundation because for me, if you apply it like thin, if you use a brush, I don't really use a beauty blender with this because I do like more of a medium coverage, and I think if I use the beauty blender it kind of like shears it out way too much, but I use a brush to apply this and I think it looks really pretty for daily wear. Another thing I really love about this is that it has never broken me out and I've been able to wear it constantly. I was honestly going between this one and the Marc Jacobs Shameless foundation, which I really love the Shameless foundation too, and there's something about the tone of the Shameless foundation that I still like a little bit more than this one, but I have to say that this one has become more of a favorite just because it meshes so well with all my other makeup. My Marc Jacobs Shameless sometimes has an issue mixing with concealers, even though I still like it a lot, but this one I do have to say does mix really good with all my concealers. It always looks nice. I am wearing it today. It is one of my favorites as of right now. I do wear it on a daily basis. So yeah, this is definitely a very good foundation. So this is another foundation that I honestly really love so much. It's a drugstore type of foundation, so it's less expensive, but it's really good. So this is from Flower Beauty and it's called the Light Illusion Foundation. Guys, I love the way that this looks. If you guys like a medium foundation that's not entirely full coverage, it can be built up, but I like it more in medium. And for it to have like more of a luminous look to it, you're gonna love this. This has such a beautiful finish. I love the finish of this foundation. It is very loomy looking. It does build nicely and it just feels nice on my skin. I love wearing this one and I have a really hard time sometimes with drugstore foundations. It's not that I really want to find a good one, and this is probably one of the best that I have found from the drugstore that I just feel like it lets your skin breathe, it looks pretty, and it doesn't feel like heavy or cakey. I think that this is such a fantastic foundation. I think that people who have like, if you have combo skin or if you have dry skin, you're gonna love this one. But if you have oily skin, I would tell you to go for this one, the Dior Backstage, because this one has more of a loomy finish to it and it does give you that dewy effect. So if you have oily skin, you might get a little oily with this one. If you guys have dry skin, you're gonna really like this because it does have that like dewiness. So for the Dior Backstage, I do think that this one has more of like a matte finish to it and it does look more mattifying. It has a little bit of a sheen to it, so it's not like completely matte, but at the same time I do think that this one would work good for combo skin and also for people who have a little bit of oily skin. If you have dry skin, you might be able to get away with this one, but I do think that you'll like this one more. I've been using them interchangingly. I love to use them. I use this one a lot to film just because I think it looks so good on camera. This one also looks really good on camera, but I do love the way it wears day to day. Both of the undertones on these two foundations do match me pretty well. I wear 2W in the Dior Backstage, and in the Light Illusion, I wear the color L3, Nude L3. I love these two foundations a lot and they're really good. So now let's jump into a product that literally stole my heart. Like, I love this product. Like, it's one of my favorites out of all of these favorites. This is the BECCA Hydra-Mist. I love this product so much. If you guys have not heard me talk about it, I'm sure you guys have heard me talk about this. This is a setting powder and it's kind of like, or you can use it as an all-over powder from BECCA, and it has this kind of like cover here because it has this net inside, and inside the powder actually feels wet, and when you apply it to your face it feels wet, so it has this really soothing feel, but it doesn't like, it just like melts into your skin. That's what I love about it so much. It's so finely milled that it melts into your skin. It sets down your concealer really well. I don't really use it as an all-over face powder. I have used it every once in a while, like to put on specific areas, but I love it to set my under eyes because I feel like it doesn't dry. I feel like sometimes my under eyes can get a little dry looking, and if I use like heavy powders, and sometimes powders that are very popular, especially here on YouTube, if I put them on my under eyes, sometimes I feel like they get really drying looking, and I feel like this one moisturizes my under eyes. They don't look drying, and I just really honestly love this powder so much. much. I use it every single day. If you guys follow me on Instagram at the GLAMRANCH, you guys will see that sometimes I'll post like daily photos of what I'm wearing for the day, especially in my makeup, and you'll see this guy like in almost every single one of those photos because I love this powder. I do switch it out because I need to try new things, but I love it. So this is another product, guys, that I honestly love. Like, I think it's so freaking good. If you guys are looking for a really good face palette, I think that you just need to get this. This is the SmashboxCali contour. The first time I tried this product, I thought, ooh, it's too pigmented. Oh my gosh. No, guys, this is so freaking good. Just use a light hand when you're using it, but the colors in here, they just mesh so beautifully together. I use this guy like anytime that I want a perfectly bronzed face. Cali Contour is where I go. I feel like the colors in here just worked beautifully together. It gives you like that summer glow without being like too much. Like, it's just absolutely stunning. I love all the tones in here. It's just, you don't usually find too many times a face palette that all the tones are just beautiful. All the tones are beautiful in this one. I just love this palette. This palette is phenomenal for me and it works beautifully. So if you guys are looking for a good face palette, this is the one to go for. It's amazing. Okay, so I'm gonna jump into a few lip products that I really enjoy, guys. The Pixi by Petra liquid lipsticks, these here are the most beautiful liquid lipsticks I think I have ever worn. I love the way that they feel on my lips. They don't dry, like they're not drying feeling. They look so pretty throughout the day. I just love these products. So the ones that I love the most are the Pastel Petal and All Naturelle. Those are the two colors that I wear the most. I love the way that these lipsticks look. These have been, I think I've talked about these before in like just videos saying like products that I really love. And I honestly use these like almost all the time. Like, I'm constantly switching them out. I want to get more colors in these just because they're so phenomenal. But I think that if you guys want to try a good liquid lip and maybe you want a little bit of a less expensive version, even though these are not the cheapest, I think that they just work so beautifully. And these two colors are phenomenal. I love this product so much. Like, honestly, it's like one of my favorite liquid lips. And that is even compared to some high-end liquid lips. I just think the formula of this one is just so good. I love my Huda Beauty liquid lipsticks. I just think they look so awesome on the lips, but they have like this weird smell when you put them on. These don't have a scent to them. They still do that beautiful effect. I love them so much. So I'm going to jump into another product that I really like, guys. This is something that I tried just off the whim. I just bought it just because I saw Marc Jacobs had come out with some type of like shiny type of glossy lipsticks, and I saw L'Oreal had them, and it's called the Color Rich Shine. And I saw these and I was like, just try it. It's probably like a dupe from Marc Jacobs, but guys, this is the most beautiful lipstick. I love this. I wear this so much, and you guys have told me a lot of times in videos that you guys like this color too. The color that I wear a lot is Luminous Coral. This is a beautiful lipstick. It is not one of those long wearing lipsticks. You kind of just put it on. It's gonna last for a few hours, but it has such a beautiful sheen to it. The color is beautiful. I love this. This is my favorite summer color. Like, it's just so pretty. It's beautiful. All right, guys, so let's talk about a concealer that is the Balm Concealer. And you guys have just finished seeing this in one of my favorites concealer video, which I'm gonna be doing a foundation declutter very soon. That is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Concealer, guys. This is the best concealer ever. I love this concealer. I can't live without it at this point. It just gives you such a hydrating look to your under eyes, but it covers so awesome. I, at this point, like it more than the Tarte Shape Tape, even though the Tarte Shape Tape does do a little bit more concealer, like it covers a little bit better. This is just a phenomenal concealer. If you guys have a little bit of dry under eyes, if you guys even have issues with like concealers creasing under your eyes, this one doesn't crease and it looks beautiful. I love it. Let's jump into some eyeshadow palettes because I do have two that I just really wanted to mention. The Urban Decay Born to Run palette. Guys, this is the most beautiful palette that I have bought in this year so far. That is a big deal. I just think that this palette is phenomenal. I use this thing a lot. It is the most beautiful color selection that I have ever seen. I love the colors in here. There is one complaint that I do have, that I feel like some of the shimmery tones in this palette, like the foils, tones are a little bit dark. So because there's so many dark like tones in here for the shimmers, sometimes the shimmers aren't as wow, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like there should have been a little bit of lighter shimmers in here, but I can't complain about that too much because the looks that I have come out with this palette have been phenomenal. Like, I feel like sometimes when I grab this palette, I'm just so inspired. I feel like the looks that I come out with, you guys are always in love with, and I feel like this palette has a lot to do with it. There's just so much inspiration in this palette. This palette is absolutely stunning. I love it. I think it's a great staple to any collection. So if you guys are looking for a really good palette, I definitely recommend this one. I love it a lot. So an inexpensive palette that I found just recently that I really want to mention to you guys, because I think most of the colors in here are really good. So not every single one of the colors in here is phenomenal, but I feel like for the price and what you get, I feel like there is a few colors in here that are really, really worth it. This is the Artist Palette from Kokie, and I mentioned this the other day in one of my Instagram posts that is just amazing. It's the Utopia palette. I love the colors in here, guys. The colors in here are just so beautiful. It's a lot of the colors that you guys saw a lot during the summertime, and I'm just obsessed with like these peachy tones for transitions. You guys can see, I love to use like pinks or peaches for transitions when I'm using greens or purples. I just think it's like the perfect tone for a transition, and these work so awesome. I feel like this green is phenomenal. Some of these purples are really good. This one is one of the colors that I'm like okay with. The yellow is okay. Some of the colors in here are okay, but the ones that are really good are awesome. Like the blues in here are gorgeous. I've come out with some beautiful looks with this. I just think it's really worth it. I'm putting this in one of my favorites because some of the colors that I use in here, I love. And the looks that I come out with when I use this palette, I love. You know, some other palettes have stood out to me, but I don't love the looks I create with them. This one is an I love the looks I've created with, so I definitely had to mention that. So another product I want to tell you guys about is something I got in my BoxyCharm, and I honestly didn't know if I was going to love this product, and I honestly really, really love it. So this is from Pretty Vulgar, and this is their gel eyeliner. This is such a good gel eyeliner, and I usually use my Inglot gel eyeliner, and it's one of my favorites. But I will tell you, I'm starting to like this one a little bit more, which is really crazy. And the reason is because with my Inglot gel eyeliner, sometimes I have to drop a little bit of Durolane in it, and that's kind of like an oil that kind of like loosens it up again. And I usually always do that. I don't usually have a problem with doing that. But I feel like this one doesn't even need that Durolane, and I feel like it just always has this beautiful consistency. It goes on really even, and I also think it's very easy to work with. So if you guys want to try gel eyeliner and you're just like new to it and you want to try, you know, playing with it, I honestly think that gel eyeliner comes out a lot better than even felt tip eyeliners. This is a great way for you guys to start. Try this one out. I do think it's user friendly. Of course, all gel eyeliners are a little bit harder to use, but I think if you're going to try one, try this one. It's really, really good. So I'm gonna tell you guys about a lip liner that I have as a sample, but I am obsessed with. That is the Makeup Forever lip liner. I have mentioned this one before, but since this is a favorites video, I gotta throw this one in because I've been using this nonstop. I got this as a sample from Sephora, and I'm obsessed with it. Like, I'm definitely gonna buy more colors. I've told you guys that before. I think that this is a phenomenal lip pencil, and I just love the way it looks. I've used it on my waterline as well, even though sometimes I wonder if I should be mixing things that you use on your lips on your waterline. Like, are you supposed to be putting that, like, your mouth on your eyes? Like, I don't know. But this is supposed to be an all over eye pencil. You can use it for everything, but I love it for the lips. I think it looks so beautiful, and I have used it on my lower lash line, and I do think it looks awesome there too. Those are all my favorites. Like, honestly, like the products that I've been using like non-stop since I bought in those, these are the ones. Obviously, there's a lot of other products that I really enjoy too, but these are the ones that I just keep on drawing, like I just keep on going to. So I'm going to talk about some of the products that I'm like with, and the first one I'm going to tell you guys about is from Sigma. So this was actually sent to me in PR, and I just can't like it. This is called their Brilliant Shimmery Cream, and it's kind of like a highlighter, but it's like a cream. It's really strange. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of it just because it feels really oily when you put it on your skin, and I don't think it does too much of a highlight. And then at the same time, I've also tried using it on my eyes, and I just don't think that it does any good effect. It's just one of those products that's like, it doesn't do anything. So I just can't really get into this one. Another product that I'm just not really into is this. So this is from Revlon, and it's their volumizing mascara. When I first tried it on, I thought it did a nice job. But you guys have to realize that, like, I started putting up against, like, as you start wearing things, you start putting it up against like your original, like, everyday ride or die mascaras. And I cannot get this guy to look nearly as good as when I mix my Tarte Lash Paint with my L'Oreal Lash Paradise. Those two make my lashes look like they do right now. I love those two together. I can't get this guy to look that good. Like, yes, I can mix it together with other ones to kind of get it going, but I just don't think that this one is worth it. Like for this, I would just buy the L'Oreal Lash Paradise for this. So I just don't think it's worth it. It's not that amazing for being value amazing. So this one I want to throw in because it's almost like a favorite, but it's also like a I don't like you. Do you know what I mean? It's like I fight. So this is the Honest Beauty mascara. I really do like the way it makes my lashes look, but it has an issue. I really like the way the primer works. I feel like the primer really does make my eyes look big. And then when I put the mascara on top, I'm like, wow, the length looks amazing, but it doesn't do anything for volume. So that's the reason that I get like really like back and forth with this mascara, because when I put it on, I'm like, wow, look how long my lashes look. But then I'm like, but where's the volume? And then I'll put on my mixture of my lash paint with my Lash Paradise, and I'm like, wow, look at that length and volume. So that's the reason I can't like get into this one 100%. I do think it's a really good product, and it's one of my favorite products that I tried from Honest Beauty, but I just don't know, like it's kind of just in the middle. So this would be my product. You know what I mean? Like it's good. It's just not good enough to replace any of my like ride or dies. So the last product I'm going to tell you guys about that I'm just like really not into is another product from Honest Beauty. I just don't even know where to sit with this product. I almost feel like it's okay, but it reminds me more of just chapstick. So this is the Honest Beauty lipsticks. These are like their lip gloss sticks, or I don't know what they're called, like lipstick whatevers. And I really wanted to like this, and I really tried to like it, and I think it looks pretty on the lips. It just reminds me a lot of like chapstick. It feels very moisturizing on your lip, but it doesn't really do too much for color. So it's kind of like I like it, but at the same time I'm like, I expected so much more from you, especially because these are not the most inexpensive products, so I kind of give it a harder time, and I just felt like it just needed a little bit more. So I don't like dislike this product like I actually dislike the Sigma eye cream. I just feel like it just needed a lot more for what it was. You know what I mean? So that is all the products that I have for you in this favorites video. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. These are the products that I really have been going to a lot and really digging into and loving and loving and loving. And yeah, so that is where I am right now with all these products. I really do love them a lot. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know below if any of these products are your favorite. And I'm sure I will be seeing you in the next few months or so, and I'll let you guys know what's my new favorites. But for right now, I really, really love these products. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Give me a thumbs up, leave me your comments below, and yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.